Here's a tricky problem for you to solve. Daytona USA is the best ever arcade racer, and yet Outrun 2 is also the best ever arcade racer. It's an impossible paradox of perfection, and we need you to crown a winner, because in this vid we're going to tackle the impossible. Put two unbeatables head to head, and let them duke it out until someone wins. So come cheer for your favourite, or jeer at our suggestions, as we pit Titan against Behemoth, Icon versus Legend, Daytona versus Outrun 2, in the one, the only, Arcade Racer Showdown!
Hello, and welcome to the Showdown. Now, picking between your favourites can be hard. Yasmin Bleeth, Tiffany Amber Thiessen, Bacon Sandwich, Big Mac, your kids. But you've got to pick one. Take us two with Outrun 2 and Daytona. We love both of these beauties, but sometimes we need to know which one is the best. So, we've picked the only scientifically proven, NASA approved, would get on well with your mum method of choosing between two titans of the gaming world, and that is Top Trumps. Yes, we've picked 5 definitive categories which are going to decide which is the best of these, and we're going to cycle through them, get some scores, and decide which is best. Dibs is going to take Outrun 2 on the original Xbox, and I'm going to take Daytona on the Xbox 360. 5 categories, 1 winner. Dibs, you're up first with the first category. What you got for me, big man?
Let's play a banger for Outrun 2, because I think this is a strong category for me. So we're going to go for cars, because Outrun 2 is absolutely chock full of licensed Ferraris, and I'm talking about legendary cars, like, you know, Ferrari F40, you want that bad boy?
Nice.
That's in there.
I'd take
The
it.
old Testarossa, that's in there too. It's like they're all there, present and correct, looking good, looking great, shiny, lovely, and also because they're licensed and Ferrari are a bit funny about it, you can't smash them up, so they're always looking pristine. They're looking good, they're looking great, and yeah, it's just really
I'm going to say one thing.
Category.
Say one thing that's in your favour, which is if you were banking one of those bad boys, I'd date you. Forget Clarissa, dude. I'd be in there. So, you know, maybe that's a down point for you.
You ain't invited, mate. Yeah, you ain't invited me. Get out of here. Beat it.
Brutal rejection. See, give a man 15 Ferraris, it goes to his head, gets cocky. I mean, it's a good pitch. It's a strong pitch. Obviously, you get 15 Ferraris
Let's
in
see
your
what
lineup.
you got then, huh?
I got one thing.
Yeah.
I've got one thing, maybe 2, maybe 4, depending on how you look at it. I got the Hornet. Yeah. I got a gaming icon. I've got the majestic centerpiece of mid-90s gaming. And there's one thing that the Hornet's got over the Ferraris. It belongs to Daytona. It's handcrafted by Sega themselves for this game. And you know what? They made a character out of it. Sure, the Ferraris look pretty, but at the end of the day, it's just soulless beauty. You know what I mean? The Hornet is a thing you recognise. It's part of our memories. It's part of our data bank. It's who we are. Made an appearance in Fighters Megamix. That puppy was so well recognised it could go on and be a fighter, even though it's a car. I mean,
I know.
This is taking a weird turn, but it's a good pitch, right? So, what are you giving me?
Let's see. Well, I mean, yeah, it is legendary, but it ain't real. So I'm gonna have to be harsh here and be like, you getting an 8 for this one, because I love the Hornet. It's like I can't speak ill of it, but you know, it's just hard to put it up there against the Ferraris. You know what I mean? I'll give you an 8 for that category. So,
and listen,
yeah, what you reckon? Yeah, go on.
And listen, I tried to do you down, but I mean, there's no real argument. 15 Ferraris is pretty stonking, so you get a 9, which is an early win for Outrun 2. So
that's
fair play to you.
That's fair.
Now,
that's fair.
let me see if I can claw it back. I'm going to have to play a big card. I'm going to have to play a power card, and that's music. Yeah, because if there's something that Daytona's got for the arcades, you remember it. We remember walking into the arcade down in Eastbourne. There's one thing you could hear. There's 50, 100, 150 arcades all blaring, all doing it. There's the scene. There's the people crying, shouting and screaming or whatever. There's one thing you hear. Daytona. Now, dude, If you just savor that memory for a moment, I need probably say no more. Just cherish it. Hold it in your mind's eye. Hold it in your hands, and think how beautiful the tunes are. You know, it evoked a time, it evoked a game, it set the scene, it gave it energy. It's just classic. The music, Daytona, feel it.
I will feel it.
It's like an ad campaign. You like that, yeah?
I know, yes. Wait for a slogan to come off on the bottom there for you. But I will give you in return is Magical Sound Shower, Passing Breeze, Splash Wave. I mean, Outrun 2 is chock full of these legendary tunes, and even though they aren't original to this game, they are very strong reimaginings, like in, you know, modern instrumentation and all that kind of stuff, and they're sounding great. Plus, it's been added to a ton. So, yeah, and you can unlock if you want the original tunes, if you're going to be that fussy, they're in there too, because you can unlock them. I mean, and that's legendary, iconic tunes. It's like, you know, I feel like I can give as good as I'm getting here with this. So.
Well, you make a good play, because at the end of the day, if you want your score to be max, get Richard Jacks. See, we can do slogans for either game. Terrible, aren't they? I know. I mean, it's definitely iconic. It's lasted the eons. It's lasted test time. But at the end of the day, which one would I rather be hearing blasting out my speakers? That's the question for you. What are you giving me?
Well, I'm going to have to be honest here. Listen to my heart. I ain't going to sing that Roxette song.
You nearly did.
But Daytona, the music is the anthem of every arcade, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got to give you a 10.
Damn right you do.
4 marks in that one. So.
It's got to be 4 marks. And listen, there are people out there that will think I'm being harsh. Maybe I am being harsh. The music's brilliant, but it's not the original. You said it yourself. It's a good reworking. It's a great reworking, but it's an 8 out of 10 reworking.
Oh,
that's harsh. Shit. Round 2 goes to Daytona.
That one really hurt me.
I got you in the jacks.
Oh yeah.
All right. Round 3.
What's up next then?
Hit
Wait,
me, dude.
is it me?
It's you.
Let's go. All right. Let's fight back a little here. Let's go for unlockables.
Oh.
Outrun 2, man. I mean, what is it, like 101 missions? Every one of them unlocks something in the game. The game is chock full of incredible extras. Like, Sega really took to heart that all those criticisms about the small amount of content that they had in the game. It's like, only 3 tracks and whatever, and it's like, right, let's do something about this. And they absolutely filled this game to the brim with unlockables. And it's not just like tunes and pictures and all this cool stuff. You can unlock the entirety of the original Outrun, which is obviously the legendary iconic game, but one of the greatest icings on Outrun 2's cake is that you can unlock the tracks for Scud Race and Daytona USA 2, which is practically like 2 extra whole other games in their own in their own right. I mean, this game, surely this is unbeatable in this category for Outrun 2.
I mean, it's a strong showing. It's a big showing. I mean, that's a huge showing. But as my wife often says to me, size doesn't matter, my friend. You know, at the end of the day, it's all about quality. And I've got 2 words for you. Mirror mode. Right? You know?
Hitting me in the mirror mode.
Hitting me in the mirror mode. Listen, I haven't got 3 tracks. I've got 6 tracks. 6 of the most beautiful tracks. I mean, who could want more? Now, I admit, I haven't picked the Saturn version. I haven't got a horse. I can't give you a horse. It's not, but the memory of a horse is there. And I can flip my courses around. And they're the best courses ever. You know what? I feel like I'm on a hide into nothing with this one. So I'm going to cut straight to the scores. What you got for me, big boy?
Well, at the end of the day, it is only 3 tracks, whether you can mirror them or not. And you can mirror them in Outrun 2. You get in a 4. You get in a 4. It's like there's nothing in that game to unlock. It's like, well, actually, I suppose if you put in your initials, like the correct initials, you can get like Afterburner music or Virtua Fighter music or something, can't you? In the high score screen.
Yeah, you can. That's got to be worth a 5.
That ain't enough. That ain't enough. So come on. Come on, what you got?
It ain't enough because I gotta say it straight. I think Outrun 2 is one of the examples, maybe one of the few last examples of generous old school gaming unlockables. I mean, a whole game buried within a game. The music's nothing to be sniffed at. All those Ferraris you had, unlockable, like proper mission modes, challenges. Yeah, it pains me, but it's a 10. It's a 10. It's a 10. And that,
it is a 10, isn't it?
And that gives Outrun a lead of 2-1. So I'm going to have to fight back with what I believe maybe the strongest category for Daytona. Now picture it. You're walking in that arcade for the first time. You're seeing Daytona. It's texture map, polygonal beauty. And you think nothing could take your breath away more than those beautiful graphics as the guy swoops down under the little twisty bridge thing on Dinosaur Canyon. And then you see it. That dude is sliding the car around the corner. He's not driving around the corner, he's sliding around the corner. Yes, my friend, I'm pitching to you the power slide. Because the power slide in Daytona is one of the true powerhouses of 90s gaming. It's one of the true behemoths of all-time gaming. It is one of the strongest game mechanics you've ever witnessed, and it is probably the thing that not only made us love Daytona, but made us love Sega, made us love gaming, made us love life. The power slide in Daytona is perfection in a control set, and I'm hoping you'll respect that.
I do respect it. It's hard to dispute. I mean, it is one of the greatest feelings. Power slide, one of the greatest driving mechanics of all time, in my opinion. It's just makes the game just absolutely sting. However, the only thing I would say is that you don't get to do it as much as you might like. Whereas Outrun 2, the entire thing is built on the power slide mechanic, so you are sliding the whole time. It's just exhilarating. It's great fun. Your girl next to you is going ballistic because she's having such a laugh. It's I mean, you can't argue with the lady, you know. It's you're weaving in, sliding between all the different cars and the trucks and everything. It's just feeling great, and the sun is beating down on you. It's just perfection incarnate in a video game. And yeah, it's just top draw.
It is pretty damn good.
Yeah, I feel like I can give you
gave as good as you got.
yeah.
Now I sense this is going to be tight, so I don't want any shenanigans. I don't want any tomfoolery. I don't want any hanky panky. Wrong choice of words, but you know what I'm saying. So get your score ready. I'll give you mine. You give me yours, one after the other. Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna give you a 9.
I'm gonna give you a 9.
9. You know what that means?
9.
You know what that means? It's a draw in round. It's a draw in round 4. Ooh, all the stuff that rhymes tonight. Look, it's a draw in round 4, which takes the scores to 2-1, with everything riding on the last one. Whoever wins this is going to win round 4 and clean up, swoop to victory. And I think we all know it's going to be Daytona. But I'm going to give you the honours, big man. What's the 5th and final category?
Well, it's all to play for coming into this last hurdle. I'm going to go for Hot Women Co-Pilot.
Oh, shit.
I mean, Clarissa, she explains it all. That show used to say. Before that girl was in the Teenage Witch thing, whose name I can't remember. But
I was going to say something very rude there. I won't.
Okay.
Carry on.
I will carry on. So yeah, I mean, it's Outrun 2, like I was saying, you have your hot woman co-pilot just singing your praises, going ballistic, you know. She's one of the main attractions in the heart attack mode and all that sort of stuff. It's it's just great. And plus, she's not even the only one. There are other ladies in the game, like the one in the mission mode and stuff. It's chock full of quality. Can you say totty these days? I don't know, but
it's just an average day in the bedroom household, if I'm being honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you it. The game is chock full. Okay, I'm just going to ask you one question though. How many of these ladies you got in the car at any one time? Be honest. It's one. It's one. You know, the max number of babes you got in your Ferrari is 1. And let's be honest, you should be doing better. You're a guy with 15 Ferraris, and you've only got one lady. And let me tell you something else about your lady. If you're good at the game, sure, she's nice to you. If you're me, she's in your ear like this. She's giving it grief all the time, like yammering on, dude, I'm crashing the car. It's not helping. You having a go at me at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Get out and push. You know, so all I'm saying is there's downsides. Now, take the Hornet. You got space for one in your car. The Hornet's got space for 3 babes. I could have all 3 of your babes in mine. Now, granted, I don't. And as far as we can tell, there's not actually a driver in there either, but let's just gloss straight past it. There's space for them. And let's be honest, when you get to the winner's podium and you've just mopped up the old Daytona big trophy, those babes are waiting for you. And who's driving home with 3 babes in the car instead of 1? That's right, it's Mr. Hornet. So, okay, take it all apart. I know it feels a bit unbalanced. It feels like this is heading in one direction, but hear the joy in my voice. 3 babes versus 1. Okay, let's go to the scores. What you got for me?
Well, there's literally no women in Daytona. I had to inject my own one when I did an illustration trying to copy Ridge Racers like Flag Girl and stuff when I did a picture that got printed in Me Machine Sega back in the day.
It's a good picture.
But that was oh, thank you. But that was literally an invention of my own making. You're getting a 1. You're getting a 1. There's no girls.
I mean, the temptation to fiddle with the scores and just rig this is huge. But let's stick with the scientific method, and I'll give him one score, and that is, it's not a 10, because let's be honest, she can be a bit of a nag, but it is an 8. It's an 8. It's an 8, and that means the final tally, I do believe, is it a bit of a clean sweep? I think it might be 4-1 to Outrun. I can't even remember. Maths is terrible. We do know it's a win, and I don't think undeserved. You know, we played it out. We did it in a fair manner. We gave each game its chance. And it doesn't mean we love them any less, you know. But Outrun 2 takes it. Now, the big question we've got after that joyous romp through the strengths and tiny weaknesses of 2 of the most beautiful, iconic arcade games of all time. The one thing we've got to know now is, what did we get wrong? Because, you know, clearly we've missed a lot of stuff out. Clearly our scores were all over the place. Clearly we just yammered on for the last 15 minutes or so. Let's hear it from the other fans out there. What do you got for us? What did you miss? How would you have scored it? Who would win in your own personal round of top chance of these 2 titans? And of course, what other difficult battles are we going to have to face into in the future? Give us your recommendations, give us your critique, give us your comments, give us your scores. And if someone wants to suggest we do one of these, which is Yasmin Bleeth versus Tiffany Amber-Pearson, I don't mind. I'll take either side. I'll take either side. 90s version, but that's all I'm saying. Anyway.
Yeah. So, I guess, with all that being said, take it easy, gaming guys and gals, and keep it locked here on Gaming for Ages for more retro goodness soon. Laters.